Of course, the enjoyment under the sea dance. That's where they kissed for the first time. I'm telling you, George, you do not ask Lorraine to that dance. I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. But I can't go to the dance. Lorraine wants to go with you. I'm just not ready to ask Lorraine out to the dance. And not you or anybody else on this planet is going to make me change my mind.
And trip. Nope.
He's better than his son.
Much better balance.
He must have got his balance from his mom.
Science fiction.
Oh, it's just legs now. Could you imagine the pressure of trying to
hook your parents up?
Yeah.
If you kind of change the history of it.
Van Halen.
Sounds like Darth Vader.
Who are you?
Silence, Earthling. My name is Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
I am an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan.
Marty! I overslept. Look, I need your help. Darth Vader came down from planet Vulcan and told me that if I didn't take Lorraine out, that he'd melt my brain. Yeah, well, let's just keep this brain melting stuff to ourselves. All right, there she is, George. Okay, but I don't know what to say. Why don't you say anything, George? Yeah, well, whatever's natural. Well, the first thing that comes into your mind. Nothing's coming to my mind. Jesus, George, it was a wonder I was even born. What? What? Nothing. Nothing.
It's like you trying to help me
I'm writing this down.
hook
This
up
is
with
good
your mom,
stuff.
which is weird.
Your wingman and your dad.
Yeah. It's like we all do it.
My density has brought me to you. What? Oh.
And you're flying!
And
I told you never to come in here.
wait a
How much
minute.
it cost? How much money you got on you? Now,
Whoa, Biff. What's that?
No.
He's an absolute dream.
He's an absolute dream.
Oh.
He has pretty good balance on his skateboard, though. Uh-oh, get up.
Really? Look at this dude.
Oh.
No, frick.
Oh, no.
That's manure. Oh my God.
Everything's smoking.
Thanks a lot, kid.
Where does he come from? Yeah, where does he live? I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
There goes Dad.
He disappears again.
He
He's
just
trying
ma-
to help himself,
he
but
just
he keeps shooting himself in the
You're
foot.
right.
Listen, Doc. Something I haven't told you about the night we made that.
Please, Marty, don't tell me. No man should know too much about his own destiny.
You're right.
Now, let me show you my plan for sending you home.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Well, for just throwing it together.
We run some industrial-strength electrical cable from the top of the clock tower down, suspending it over the street between these two lampposts. Meanwhile, we've outfitted the time vehicle with this big pole and hook, which runs directly into the flux capacitor. You wind up the car and release it. I'll simulate the lightning.
Oh, this ought to be good.
What if you sent that little car into the future?
I have a feeling this is gonna freaking
Set.
wait. Look at his hair. It's gonna take it. He's gonna get shocked. You watch. Oh no. Oh.
Oh.
Did you see his face? He's like,
Oh. There your mom. It's your mom. She's tracked you down. Quick.
Well, that's not good.
How did you know I was here?
I followed you. Marty, this may seem a little forward, but I was kind of wondering
his
if
eyes.
you'd asked me to the enchantment under the sea dance on Saturday.
What about George?
George McFly?
I still don't understand. How am I supposed to go to the dance with her if she's already going to the dance with you? Because, George, she wants to go with you. Okay, let's go over the plan again. 8:55, where are you going to be? I'm going to be at the dance. You're going to be in the car with her. 9 o'clock, you're strolling through the parking lot. You see us struggling. You walk up. You open the door and you say, "You're lying, George." Hey, you, get your damn hands off her. Do you really think I ought to swear? Yes, definitely. God damn it, George, swear. Okay, so now.
You know, Marty, I'm going to be very sad to see you go. You've really made a difference in my life. You've given me something to shoot for. Just knowing that I'm going to be around to see 1985. It's going to be really hard waiting 30 years before I can talk to you about everything that's happened in the past few days. I'm really going to miss you, Marty.
I'm really gonna miss you.
He doesn't know that when he goes back, he's gonna be.
Doc,
dead.
about the future.
No! We've already agreed that having information about the future can be extremely dangerous. Whatever you've got to tell me, I'll find out through the natural course of time.
You're Dr. Brown. The night that I go back in time.
Is that like he has to dip the pen in the ink?
I don't know, is it?
Whatever precautions are necessary to prevent this terrible disaster. Your friend.
I thought they had pins about it.
So it looked like he had a little jar of ink.
Evening, Dr. Brown. What's with the wire?
Little WebEx habit.
Oh, George. Oh, George.
At least he's dancing.
He's so helpless.
Look at the hood ornament on that.
That's a cool car.
Do you mind if we park?
It's a great idea. I'd love to park.
Oh.
I'm almost 18 years old. It's not like I've never parked before.
Oh, Lord.
What?
Oh, no, 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 no.
You seem so nervous. Is something wrong?
No. Great. What are you doing? Yeah, well,
Mom's a dirty bird.
because you... Jeez, you smoke too?
Oh, no.
You're beginning to sound just like my mother.
Oh, is he gonna?
Oh, he's late. Oh, my God. I thought she was getting lifted.
She is.
Marty? Why are you so nervous?
Rain, have you ever been in a situation where you knew you had to act a certain way, but when you got there, you didn't know if you could...
Don't do it, Marty.
I think I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, no.
Oh. What?
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know what it is, but when I kiss you, it's like I'm kissing my brother. It
Close.
doesn't make any sense, does it?
It makes perfect sense.
Oh,
You
no.
got $300 damage to my car, you son of a bitch. Well, looky what we have here.
Oh, no.
Come on, Marty.
Oh, this is not good. Biff's a little rapey, huh?
Yeah, he's a fucking creepo. Oh, my goodness. They threw him in there with these.
Hey, beat it, spook. This don't concern you.
Peckerwood.
Come here,
Come here, now, where your keys?
the keys are in the trunk.
Oh,
Say
no.
that again.
I said the keys are in here.
Oh, no, no, no. Mm.
Come on, George.
He's gonna freak out, though, isn't he?
Hey, you. Get your damn hands off. Oh.
He's like, oh, shit.
George, help me. Please.
Just turn around.
Fucking pop his ass.
No, Biff. You leave her alone.
That's my guy, Mr. McFly.
Damn it. Who's these? Pass. Pass the whack.
Leave him alone! Let him go!
Oh. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Anger.
Oh,
Cleaned him.
shit.
Out cold.
Are you okay?
There we go.
She's got to look like she's looking at her son.
What's going on? Why?
I don't get, yeah.
Oh, because maybe time's running out? Or...
Well, you'd think after he saved her that it'd start coming back.
Hey, you gotta get back in there and finish this dance.
Hey, man, look at Marvin's hand.
Well, you gotta play.
Hey, man, the dance is over. Unless you know somebody else that can play the guitar.
George, aren't you gonna kiss me?
Hey, boy, you all right?
What a song. Don't knock that guy out.
Oh, no.
George, come on.
He's starting to... yeah, I see what's going on.
Excuse me.
Oh, he's got superhuman strength all of a sudden.
Freaking palmed him down, huh?
He did it. Bam.
Now just one more problem.
Now he's got to get back.
Come on, man. Let's do something that really cooks.
Play his music. His band's music.
I think that's what's gonna happen here.
Alright, this is an oldie where I come from. And try to keep up, okay?
Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry.
What? He's gotten into his own head. Like what?
He's covering his ears.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. But the kids are gonna love it.
Marty, that was very interesting music. I hope you don't mind, but George asked if he could take me home.
Great, good, Lane.
Marty, will we ever see you again?
I guarantee it.
You're late! You have no concept of time!
It worked! You laid out Biff in one
Oh.
punch! I didn't know you had an enemy! He's never stood up to Biff in his life!
Ever! No, why? What's the matter? That's not your destination time! This is the exact time you left! This will be like you never left! When the alarm goes off, you hit the gas! Right. I guess that's everything! What's the meaning of this? It's about the future, isn't it? I refuse to accept the responsibility!
Oh no.
Oh.
Better get moving.
You couldn't hear him. You might want to get in the car.
We got 4 minutes. That's 10.
You got less than 4 minutes!
Seems like a lot of pressure.
Damn it, Doc, why did you have to tear up that letter? I got all the time I want. I got a time machine. I can just go back early and warn him.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Did he lose the whole wire?
Oh no, it's hooked to his ankle.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
He's
no.
the conductor.
Oh, we got it.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
What the shit? Really? There's no way. This is not happening.
Oh jeez. That was.
Wow.
That's intense. Yeah, I think he's seen it for the first time. again.
Right? What's the helicopter for?
It's back in modern day. Oh no. Elmo's?
Crazy drunk driver.
Brett, it was great. Everything looks great.
Oh my God.
No, not again.
Oh. Prop hunt. Yep.
Oh dang. Well, that's what you get for killing Doc.
Right.
How did you know?
He taped it together.
Taped it all back together.
So how far ahead are you going?
About 30 years.
And off he goes.
Second of all, somebody named Greg or Craig called you just a little while ago.
You need a rematch,
Oh,
George.
a rematch. Why? Were you cheating?
It's always falling
Did you hit
down.
your head?
Mom, you look so thin.
Thank you, Marty.
George.
Good morning.
No,
man.
no, something's. What?
Pancakes.
Because of the event?
Oh, Marty, I almost forgot you.
Because he hit Biff or whatever?
Now, Biff, I want to make sure that we get 2 coats of wax this time, not just 1.
Oh, Marty, here's your keys. You're all waxed up, ready for tonight.
No way.
Oh my goodness.
How about a ride, mister?
Jennifer.
What the shit?
Marty, you've got to come back with me. Back to the future. I need fuel. Go ahead, Chris, get the car. This concerns her too.
What happens to us in the future? We're gonna become assholes or something?
No, Marty. It's your kids, Marty. Something's got to be done about your kids.
Hey, Doc, we better back up. We don't have enough roads. Roads? Well, we're going. We don't need roads.
Digging the shades. Going back in time.
Hi everyone, hi YouTube.
What's up, Keith?
So, a couple of things. Okay, I love this movie a lot, and I've seen it at least a dozen times. I have a theory. Before I get to the theory, I want to bring up just a couple of callbacks that they had as the movie went on. At the very beginning of the movie, Marty's mom said, and I quote, at the dinner table, back when your age, I never asked out a boy or chased a boy or sat in a parked car with a boy. And she did all three.
Right, and then some.
And then when Marty was trying out for his band, he was upset that he never got to play in front of anyone. And he ended up playing in front of people at the very end of the movie. And then last one is actually a theory that I have. Doc opening up the letter at the very end of the movie, which was like, okay, why did he do it? When Marty shows up to where he's supposed to go back in time, he says, and I quote, "That was the greatest thing. I've never seen him do something like that. He's never stood up to Biff in his life." And Doc stops everything he's doing. He looks off and he's like, wait a minute. Never? Like he has to reiterate, wait, never? Like even present terms for someone like Marty? That's never happened before. So you can see the wheels kind of turning. So maybe that could have been why he thought, what the hell? Because, well, the future's already going to be altered in some kind of way based on that quote alone. So why not open the envelope?
So what you're saying is basically Marty gave up a tiny little bit of information about the future. So that kind of made Doc think, well, it's going to be changed anyway.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I
just thought a very good movie. Great to be here with you guys. And
Thank you.
And as we mentioned earlier, how serendipitous that you and Zach got to experience it together for the first time on camera for us all. There were a couple of things I wrote down as we watched. Right away when this movie started and Marty was on a skateboard and he grabbed onto the car, you said, this guy has no idea he's back there. And then it showed him looking at him and he said, oh yeah, I guess he does. That guy was actually the stunt coordinator. So he was explicitly turning around to look at him.
Oh, really?
That Michael J. Fox was being safe. And so yeah, the guy in the big Mountain Dew hat, he was the stunt coordinator.
So that just happened by chance that.
Well, there was the close-up scene showing him looking back. That's what the character would have done too. But in some of the wide shots, you'll see him keep turning around like every 2 seconds to see if he's okay. Also, when Marty was playing his audition, the guy who got up with the bullhorn and said, I'm afraid you're just too darn loud. Do you recognize him at all? But that was Huey Lewis.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yeah, and he said that that's something that happened to him where he had an audition and the guy said he was too darn loud. So he wanted to use that line again.
I'll be damned.
And the final thing I'll talk about, there's a whole bunch I could talk about, but I'll let others do it. Zach, I know you mentioned that when Marty left the farm the first time after he ran over the tree, it was the Twin Pines farm.
Yeah.
And it was the Twin Pines Mall. But when he went back, neither of you noticed it. It's called the Lone Pine Mall now. So they changed the name to the Lone Pine Mall because Marty ran over one of the trees.
I'll be damned.
I didn't notice
I
that
didn't
at
see
all.
it. No.
So he changed the future. Also, when they showed the helicopter flying over the clock tower, you could see the little chunk of cement that Doc broke off, still gone.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't either.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of subtle things. If you watch again, you'll catch. And when they show the clock tower the first time, that cement is there because it didn't break in the previous timeline. So, but yeah, this is absolutely one of my favorite movies growing up, and I'm so glad I got to experience it with you. And
Thank you, Greg.
Thank
It
you.
was fun.
with that, I'll turn it back to the rest.
Hello. It's
Hi,
me
Wendy.
again. So I'm not going to be able to give you loads of trivia, as you know, because I'm first time watching. I said before this, I don't know if you heard me talking to Lacey earlier, I'm not a movie person. Like, I'll watch TV shows, I read books, but like movies, I get bored, I kind of flick to other things, and kind of half paying attention a lot of the time, particularly comedies. I really don't like comedy movies because I find they're predictable, they're boring, there's kind of, a lot of the times they like have moments that are kind of supposed to be funny that you're kind of just sitting there going, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
I genuinely enjoyed. I can see why people regard it so highly and why it's like up on those lists of like movies you have to see in your lifetime and like top 100 movies and stuff like that. But yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome. You enjoyed it. Even if I didn't know that you really weren't into movies so much, but
that's why you're helping me get through my list, Steve. You're actually helping me get through the list. I might get through before the time I'm 65. You never know.
awesome, Wendy. Thank you, hon.
Hey, Steve and Zach, how are you?
Good, Andy. How you doing?
Good. I absolutely love this film. And something I mentioned earlier that I don't know if you guys caught, that Michael J. Fox was filming Family Ties at the same time as this was going on. And either the director or the producer would not let him out of the show. So he had to film his television show during the day and go and film this at night.
Oh, wow.
So
I
he was
did not
doing
know.
both at the same time.
Talk about
cool.
a heavy load.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Because he was definitely in every scene just about. He was in every scene of this
Pretty
whole
much,
thing.
yeah.
No, I did not know
That's
that. You know what, Andy? I also, real quick before you leave, I saw Michelle put something about. Did his Parkinson's start here?
No, it was afterwards.
Okay. He did a really good job, though. I'm not gonna lie. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
To expand a lot on what Andy said, when they were casting this role, they wanted Michael J. Fox right away. They knew he was the guy, but like Andy said, the Family Ties producers would not let him out. They said, he's already in our show. We have our schedule. You can't have him. So they actually decided to hire Eric Stoltz instead. And you may not know him in his other movies. He was in Mask, where he played a kid with a very, disfigured face that he had from birth. He was in Some Kind of Wonderful, a few other shows, but you probably haven't seen any of them. But with Eric Stoltz, it was a very different movie. He was much more serious. He was a method actor. Every time he was around the actor who played Biff, he was an asshole to him, even off camera, because he wanted to stay in character. And they filmed for like 6 weeks with Eric Stoltz, and they realized this just isn't working. We got to fire him. And at that point,
that's crazy.
They went back to the Family Ties producers and said, "Can we have him?" And they still said, "No, you can't have him full time, but our schedule is winding down a bit. So when we finish, you can have him." So he filmed every night from like 8 p.m. until dawn, slept for like 2 hours every day.
Wow.
And then he would film all weekend so he can get all the daytime scenes done. So
That's
there was
incredible.
like a 16-week period where he was just probably on pure caffeine and or cocaine. I don't know what.
It was the 80s, so you don't know. Do you know how old he was when this movie was shot?
Yeah, how old was he when this was shot?
He was probably in his mid to late 20s. He was one of those actors who always looked 10 years younger than he was.
Can I be honest? I'd never watched much with him ever in it, but up until the semi started coming down or whatever, when the car came out, that's where the movie took off for me.
Yeah.
Like before that, I was like,
You're kind of
oh
piecing it together.
man, and then it was freaking great. I liked it because it really got. I mean, it was good. It was a good movie.
But looking back on that build-up part, before like you said, the car came out of that thing, is if you look back, like on the end of the movie, there's so many things,
things,
in that front scene that
like the mayor,
that foreshadow kind of what's gonna happen later in the movie.
Yeah.
So
it was cool.
Nice.
It was super. Yeah. Because all the stuff we started looking at each other like, oh my god, that's yeah.
To add to the part where the DeLorean comes out of Doc's truck, the only way that could have happened is if Doc got in the truck, drove in there, closed the door behind him, and just waited until Marty came out. There's no way he could have done that with the room that was there. So he just, okay, you here yet?
Right.
And then he just has to make a dramatic entrance.
And his character, even though it was like, I loved it. It was he
was just off the wall the whole time.
Yeah,
just...
and his eyes when he's. I mean,
Oh,
I don't know what it was
There's
about.
so many facial expressions that Christopher Lloyd made that it's just he made that part his own.
Yeah, he did.
And out of all the roles he's had in his lifetime, none of them have come close to Doc Brown.
Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to now see him in anything else.
Right.
Or in a different role.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen him in
I
anything
can't think of anything.
But I liked it.
Would have seen him.
Because he had the crazy look and like the.
He fits it perfect.
Oh.
The mad scientist.
What do you say? Great Scott.
Yeah.
One last note. The music in this movie is one of my absolute favorites. The main theme in here is one of my favorite musical scores ever. And Alvin Silverstreet is the guy who did it. He also scored the Avengers movies.
Really?
He's got quite the resume.
Yeah, I love the soundtrack on this. I like you said that because that's something that I always try to pick out in movies too. Is what the soundtrack is and what music they pick out. So. And
the weird thing is like him and Caden and Shelby.
Yeah, Shelby's
like they've always went. Their genre is so huge. It isn't just one decade. I mean, they'll listen to a little bit of everything from point A to Z. I mean, I like that because even songs that I liked when I was young, we even enjoy together. So it was a lot of fun. This was a different movie that we've watched since we started the Duo Crew. This was kind of more, I don't know how to explain it. Fun. It was just fun to sit back and kind of have some laughs and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for watching Back to the Future with the Duo Crew and Steve and Zach. Please put a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell. And hope amazing happens to you until next time and the Duo Crew. Peace out.
See you later.